What is going on, guys? It is Shark here with my first ever video, and of course I'm bringing the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I've had a bit of a playthrough, and what you guys are going to be watching are my first two games and the kind of thoughts that was going through my head as I was playing them and kind of what I felt about it. I'm a veteran Call of Duty player, been playing since Call of Duty 2 even, so super back in the day. But these past few Call of Duties have not really been my kind of cup of tea. I enjoyed the Call of Duty World War 2, but most of these kind of sci-fi futuristic ones aren't my bag, so I was very excited when this one got announced and very excited to get my teeth stuck into it. So, letting you know my initial thoughts, this isn't going to surprise you, but the graphics are insane. Oh my gosh. I mean, you'd expect it, and it kind of makes you wonder what things are going to be looking like on the PS5, because I'm playing this on the PS4, and from next year these graphics are going to be another level. But they were crisp, they were smooth, turning felt nice, no ridiculous blur like they do on a lot of these gun games now to try and make it realistic. It doesn't, it just ruins it. Yeah, everything just looked crisp as hell. From the gameplay side, I honestly can't have many complaints about the actual gun mechanics. If you're a kind of, you know, similar to me and a bit of a vintage Call of Duty fan where you like the simplicity of COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2 or those kind of games, then this is definitely the Call of Duty for you to pick up. There's none of this ridiculousness. You got the little sliding around, but that's okay. And the kind of the parkour side of it, where you can jump on various platforms and stuff, feels normal. I think you see here I jump up on thing there. That feels natural. That feels like something that should happen, and it gives me an opportunity to get to a nice vantage point to get an enemy that wouldn't expect me coming from that side. One of the really weird things you'll see here, I open the door. They've got these doors everywhere. Right, for some reason they've decided to put in this absolute interaction of every single door that is an actual door gets an open or close. Just leave them open or leave them closed if you like. It's a ridiculously pointless thing. I don't know what they're thinking. If it was 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 doors max in a level, then I think fair enough. But they've literally done it with like every single door. There must be like 20 doors. Yeah, really strange one. Not really sure what the thinking was behind that. Maybe much more tactical players will get benefit out of that. It feels a bit Rainbow Six Siege, and well, the kind of players that play Call of Duty aren't the ones that are on Siege. It's not the most tactical shooter. But hey, maybe we'll see some strong use for them in the future. But for me, it just seems to be a bit of an inconvenience. Other parts of the gameplay, running feels good. Every kind of part of it is really smooth. I don't think you can have any complaints. There's no jankiness. There's a very natural feel to it. So yeah, all in all, the actual kind of mechanics of that feel really nice. Guns are good. Shooting is simple. Shooting is aggressive. Like you are doing damage with these weapons. You are doing a lot of damage. So if you blindside a guy, you're gonna take him. And if you get blindsided, then you're going to get taken. You know, very few opportunities where if someone starts shooting at you first, you're very rarely going to whippersnapper them and turn around and suddenly get the kill and recover. So that's good, I think. You know, it's more realistic to how actually shooting someone would be, though I never have personally. Just putting that out there. But yeah, I think, you know, you should be shooting a few bullets and doing the damage and someone dying, rather than spraying a whole kind of absolute ammunition cartridge into them and them still like running away like, oh, you scraped my leg. So that feels nice. Grenades, all that stuff, it's all good. Getting onto the kill streaks. The kill streaks were kind of weird. You start off with this thing called personal radar, not UAV. Important to know the difference here, for those of you guys who are going to be playing it, because your personal UAV, the one you get at 3 kills, is only in your vicinity. So you need to actually unlock UAV, the normal one as we know it, that gives radar across the whole map. You need to unlock that to get the whole map UAV. Otherwise, you only get it in your vicinity. Took me a little while to realise that, and I just thought my UAV was broken. But then I realised it was called something else and doing something else. That's a cool little thing there that happened. Every time I ran past this area, like this little rat, and there he is again. The maps are really interactive. Obviously with the doors thing, like I said, that's a bit annoying, but actually the maps themselves have a nice bit of interactiveness to them. You know, it felt like a very live environment. You know, you really did feel like you were there and you were running around a place, you having this fight, you know, having this war. It didn't feel like you were in a video game almost, you know. It was, yeah, it's a really nice environment to play a gun game in, that's for sure. Certainly this map was. Obviously I've only played 2 and the other one will be coming up after this. So yeah, I definitely like that side of the map. And this map's okay. I think what you'll see is there's quite a lot of choke points, which for the kind of unfamiliar, like points where you can kind of just like hold that angle and keep playing kind of defense and picking the shots as you need them. There's a lot of that. And that's not really my playstyle. That doesn't suit me at all. As you see, I'm kind of running around constantly. I'm picking a few angles here and there, but primarily my preference on a game like Call of Duty compared to CSGO is running around, running and gunning, getting some fun kills. While it's on CSGO, obviously you're more likely to hold the angle, take the picks. Call of Duty is designed to be a much more fun FPS. And it definitely was. I enjoyed this game, a nice little double kill there. Firing from the hip there. My name on PS4 is Shakira, because my hip fire don't lie. Been waiting to make that joke. Totally regret it now, but it's happened, so what are you going to do? I'm going to make that every single video, I think. So yeah, my first impressions of this map were good. As you can see, we're 63-43 up, so not going to lose this one. I did well. I think I went 2.5 KD on this map. Obviously this is because I'm just starting out. I've not got custom classes or anything. That's why I'm just using the AUG, which was a nice gun. Certainly couldn't complain. That's a good example there. This happened quite a lot. Like I was saying earlier, when you get shot at, you're very rarely going to get the opportunity to kind of come back and do some damage, which actually got really frustrating, because I felt like every time I died, I was kind of just getting shot in the back or shot from behind, or yeah, it didn't really feel like there was much opportunity to kind of enjoy the duels, rather just a constant stream of catching people out, you know, like the double kill I just got there, like my almost death I got there. So yeah, it's kind of a hard gauge of, I'm not sure if it's a more or much less tactical COD, because the maps would suggest that it's designed for a tactical COD, you know, where you're playing the vantage points, you're putting pressure on the enemy and playing your Call of Duty that way. But the way the mechanics work is it's quite a fun, simple shooter. So yeah, maybe that's an interesting balance, potentially. I don't think there's a game out there, and you could look at games like recently, you know, Apex, which have the mechanics down, but it is a fun shooter with a competitive element. And obviously that did really well in its time, so it'll be interesting to see how this COD does. I have no idea how I died there. That was ridiculous. Came out of nowhere, but the guy won the duel. Yeah, it'd be interesting to kind of see the path that this COD takes, you know, especially with esports and how big that is right now. I'd be very surprised if this didn't kind of have a strong esports scene, but yeah, just interesting to see the level of that. But we get the win in the first game, 75-53, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I went 11-5 or something like that, or 15 and well, kill the AFK. Well, he's got FIFA in his name. He's jumped on the wrong game, bless him. FIFA Kamel. 15 and 6 deaths. Oh, a thing I really liked during the game. I don't know if this is just me, but I always check my KD during the game. And I hate it. It just distracts you from the game. You can't focus on actually just shooting, killing, having fun. So they've actually, and I guess maybe they've done it for this reason or something else. But yeah, there is no death. I'm trying to really explain this right now. There's no death stat in the leaderboards menu. So when you open the leaderboards in game, there's no death. It's just kills and assists, which I think is good, because it doesn't matter how much you're dying. Just focus on playing, push yourself, do well, don't get frustrated by how much you're dying or how little you're dying. It's just be a stat that people don't worry about, you know. And I know there's obviously a lot of hardcore gamers out there that do care about that stuff, but you can still check it in the leaderboards. It tells you after the games, but while you're playing, it's not a stat you want to worry about. So I did like that. This map here, Euphrates Bridge. All right, I don't know if any other players, anyone out there has played this yet, but I'm telling you now, this is the biggest piece of shit map that has ever existed on any Call of Duty ever. Oh my gosh, you've just seen, right? I can play Call of Duty, I can ball out. This is sick. Okay, this is sick. This intro, love this. Just for a normal TDM as well, but for players entering like this, the little thing at the bottom left, I love all this. Because it gives a little story to play in an online game. Perfect. The little tank in, awesome. But this map is a piece of fucking shit. Alright, you saw it on this last game, as I said, I went 15 and 6, whatever, I've forgotten already. I think I go like 1 and 10 here. All this is, there's this big old bridge in the middle, and there's 2 sides, and that's it. And you don't have to move. You can just sit on a side and wait for it. There's nothing about the map that engages you into being aggressive. There's nothing about the map that pushes you into being attacking on any level. So we got smashed in this game, I'm pretty sure, because the other team just sat. They just sat, and they could. I mean, this is one of the most poorly designed maps I've ever seen. There's no good cover. There's no... When you're breaching through this bridge, you know, a map like this with a kind of clinical central point like this bridge could be awesome. Could be a really, really good map. But what it doesn't have is either side of the bridge any sufficient cover to actually make an aggressive attack. So not only have you got no cover pushing through the bridge, you're then through the bridge here, as you can see now. Where would I go to? I've either got to land that kill on the guy who can poke out with a sniper and suddenly pop me, or I've just got to somehow run and dodge the bullets. Like, I'm not, look at this, I've run out of spawn then, the guy can pop me with a sniper. There is no cover. I'm not playing Call of Duty to run the gauntlet. I don't know why they've designed this map. I mean, this is garbage. I literally was just playing this, getting more and more frustrated, trying to figure out what the hell I should do. I think I started running up here this end because I was like, I don't think a map can be this bad. There must be another way in. Nope, that's a dead end, mate. No way in there. It's shocking. I think I might grab a kill here on assist, yeah. Yeah, I've genuinely got no words for this map, and a lot of the feedback I've seen about the maps are similar. You know, that they're really not great, and I think actually that's a good thing. Good thing in terms of the foundation of a game is on the mechanics, right? And if a game can get its mechanics right and it can feel smooth and satisfying to play, it can fix map changes. Level design is very, very fixable. Throw a car there, a bunker there, a sandbag there, and you can make this map very, very playable. I think it needs much, much more cover on either side of the bridge. Certainly on the enemy's side, because our side seems alright. You know, there's actually a fair bit going on, but they've just got no reason to come over to us. You're just going to see me get popped again there. If you can see on the map there as it zoomed out a little bit, you know, the side that I'm on actually has a decent amount of cover, but overall it just needs more. There's so many choke points like we were talking about in the last game, so many choke points for the enemy team to attack our side that it's just not a viable map. Yeah. Good to see this guy here at least got aggressive, started running through the middle, but he was literally the only one, and then this happened. So I'm sure again a lot of people have had this on kind of the starting points of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The servers were down for the first 3-4 hours. Eventually I got on, played that. It actually didn't DC me from the whole servers. I could jump back on, but I just thought I would stay in this lobby, make this video about 15-16 minutes, go through some of the stuff in the menus so you guys can see it, like the kill streaks here. If I show you some of those, like I said earlier, You've got the UAV, which you get at 4 kills, which is different from the personal radar here, which you have at 3. So there is a difference. You've got some of the classics, like the care package, the emergency care package, the sentry gun, but you have got a lot of stuff that looks really, really cool. Tanks, turrets, jets, yeah, some of the stuff. And one of the things I like about it is that they've given it a real character model. Every single thing has a different vibe, a different environment. It all looks really, really good. Interesting that advanced UAV is 12 kills. I'm not so sure about that, but this looks awesome. 15 kills, Juggernaut. Like, people are going to be balling out with that. You get that, you're just going to be walking straight through the enemy, tearing them down, chopping them up. Then you got this thing called Field Upgrade, which is kind of like your ammunition boxes and things like that. You've got this kind of, yeah, it's Perks-esque, I would say, with a few kind of, it's quite siegey actually, this little section. You know, a few little things there that kind of giving yourself ammunition and a little shield and kind of Rainbow Six siegey, so maybe there are some tactical vibes coming through. Of course, you've got the operators, which I think in the past few years you've kind of seen as well, to my knowledge. Customization, we all know how important that is to us as gamers on video games. Now we like to be able to play and run a character that we've made ourselves, made our own. And of course the store, where they'll be rolling in the money. That has to be done. You know, they're gonna want the microtransactions. So yeah, overall first impressions are good. I've enjoyed it. I think there's definitely some fixes on the level design, map design specifically. But apart from that, I'm keen to keep playing, keep rolling that out. So if you have enjoyed the video, please do drop it a like, subscribe if you're new. I'm going to be doing a lot more, and anything you guys want to see, other games as well. So please do keep up to date with all the content, and I will see you on the next one.